All right. Let me bring this over here for a second. La di da da da. All right, so we're gonna talk about Tyson Fury because Tyson Fury got a fucking situation. I feel so bad for him. The man is fucking. He's brilliant, brilliant. And the big key problem is there's nobody as brilliant as him. He has no adversaries. This Chelsea, whatever his name, Chisori guy that he fought. He beat this guy twice already. And a lot of guys that Chisori's fighting that he lost to, Tyson beat those guys that beat those guys. So basically he's fighting somebody he should overwhelmingly beat. And he's not even trying to. That's the problem. Tyson Fury has nobody left to fight. Nobody. Who's the Gypsy King supposed to fight? He's going to go fight Alexander Usyk. And if he fights Usyk, everybody's going to say, well, you're fucking 10 inches taller and like 60 pounds, 70 pounds heavier. He's going to be like, well, what do you want me to do? Who else is left? Anthony Joshua? This guy's delusional. Anthony Joshua thinks he won the fight. So, and this is a common problem for people who are too ahead of their time and too good for their own good. Are too brilliant for their own good. They're way so much better than the field that they have nobody to compete against. And so nobody can really tell how good of a boxer he truly is because who's he going to fight? You got Deontay Wilder who still thinks he beat him somehow. He's like, what? He got Deontay Wilder's picture is the funniest shit of all time because Deontay Wilder's like, you shouldn't have been in the fight because I knocked you out the first one. You were down. And Tyson Fury's like, bro, you were getting your face boxed out the fucking whole fight. Even when I got knocked down that round, that resurrection from the fucking dead. I still can't whoop your ass and won the round. I should have won the round. So Tyson Fury, I feel bad for this guy. Well, I don't feel bad for anybody because I mean it's a beautiful position to be in. But he's much like Roy Jones Jr., where he's so far ahead of the field that there's nobody that can even test him. And that's another sad thing about Roy Jones. Like Roy Jones tried to go up in weight, and it was whatever. Same thing with Floyd. And Floyd made a character of himself to be able to make it seem like it's more interesting, but he was still sweeping the field. It's like there's in the heaviest weight class, like there's nothing to go up to. Was he gonna go super heavyweight? What guys moving around like at super heavyweight? It doesn't even exist. They're gonna bring Francis Ngannou. Francis Ngannou never boxed, and even then, Francis' power is just more so because they're in the MMA field, and all he has to do is really touch you one time. If he tries to touch Fury one time in the boxing ring, it's not going down the same way. He's powerful. Don't get me wrong. Power is a real thing, but it's overestimated. What's more, actually, that gets into another conversation about power, thudding power, the different types of power. Like, you got the quick snap, which is almost like a cobra type of power, where if it just hits you in the right spot, you're going out. And then we got like the thudding power where it's like a George Foreman, where it's just like everything that he hits you is so heavy that even when you block it, it's like, oh, that hurts. Oh, and it's just like accumulating damage. So there's different types of power. There's like the speed, force power, and then there's just mass power. But this is a different level of games. But yeah, poor Tyson Fury, man. Beat the guy. Had no competition left. The fights that were supposed to be made couldn't be made because people were running. They were dodging, trying to get away from Fury. Wilder's the only one who stepped up, and he got made to look like a clown, and he's still delusional. And here's even the funnier thing. This is even funnier. Way funnier. If Wilder, I think he's supposed to fight Andy Ruiz, this is even more combo. If Wilder beats Andy Ruiz, which I think he will do, in probably devastating fashion, he's the mandatory challenger for Fury. So we might have a fourth fight just by if Fury feels like it. Fury's like, what the fuck, man? I beat all these dudes. What am I doing here? I'm at the prime of my career. Because right now Fury is really in his prime. Like there's nobody that's touching him, and there's nobody out there. And I don't think there's anybody even coming up to be out there. I think there's some guy. I forgot his light skinned brother for I don't know, I think from England or somewhere, some random country. I don't know. I think it might be America. But anyway, this guy, I should probably look that up. But yeah, this guy, he's pretty good. He has some power, the legit like Foreman type power. But even then, he's so like unseasoned in heavyweight boxing, like your age is not so much of a thing. It's more about the accumulated damage you take in ring, because those shots eventually you're not gonna be able to eat those shots at a certain point. And if you get touched, it's like lights out. So this is interesting, man. I don't know what Fury's supposed to do. He fights Usyk. I think he overwhelmingly beats Usyk, and I don't think it's close. Like, I don't think even Usyk is close to even touching his face. Like, I guess he can body shot his weight, but even Usyk's game is more of a dancing, parading, pick and play, which is Fury's game. And then I think just Fury just bigger mans him and fucking puts him in the corner and beats on him. So, no, man, this is an interesting state in the heavyweight division because there's nobody. And I don't even know if there's anybody even coming up. Like, Fury might just have to fucking retire, come back in like 6 years when he's an old man and try to make some type of entertaining fights. I mean, because the man is largely entertaining. He's very brilliant. But the average casual fan, they don't know what they're looking at. So, yeah. Well, best luck to you, Fury.